Good morning, everyone. This is Lori from My Garden in Bloom. I garden here in Zone 8B up by Mount Hood in Oregon. I was going to do a little review of some of my dahlias here in a little. When I first planted these dahlias, I called this my, oh, look at that hummingbird. Good morning, hummingbird. Oh, look at him. He's being friendly. It's okay. I called it my Island of Misfit Dahlias because I was having some problems raising or getting these dahlias to start up. And actually, there goes that hummingbird again. And actually, it ended up being a really good year for the dahlias there. It just took them a little bit longer to take off. So the first one that I want to review it's called Crazy Legs. And this dahlia bush is so tall and it blooms proficiently. It's a fall plant. I use it a lot in orange and red arrangements. But look at what I see right here. We had the hummingbird as a visitor. We also have a bumblebee that he's sleeping on the dahlia. So I really like this. I really do like the orange tones on this. It is more of a dahlia that I use for fall arrangements, which is coming down the road here really quickly. Anyway, I like that one. It does take up a lot of room. You've got to have some place where you can let it grow wide and tall. It takes up a lot of room. The next one that I would like to review is called Willy Willy. And I just love this. This is a chloret, and also I've heard it called a orchid lily, or dahlia, apologize for that. But each little bloom seems to have its own characteristics. There's one right there. Now this one in the center has more detail to it. See all the little inner leaves? But they don't last long in the vase. So at the most 4 or 5 days, and actually they'll start wilting after that. You need to pick them when the center is waxy, is what I've heard it described as. Let's see this one. And I actually have 2 Willy Willies. And the next one back here, I don't have a lot in bloom right now, is Dancing Queen. Dancing Queen is it has a large bloom on it. It will either have a lot of lavender in it, or it'll be more white. This one right here has more white on it than it does lavender, but still it looks so pretty in a vase when I vase it up. And I actually have 2 Willy Willies here. This one's blooming a lot more than this one. That one has had a few blooms, but not as many as Willy Willy. I mean, as the other Willy Willy that I have. And this one is new to this area in that I divided my Michaela Mariah, and I probably have 3 Michaela Mariah, and I planted one of them here because I had a dahlia that the slugs ate it and it died earlier in the year, so I planted Michaela Mariah here. But I wanted to show you this, talking about visitors in the garden. I have a bumblebee sleeping right there, and another bumblebee sleeping right there. It's so fun to come out in the garden in the morning and see all the bees that are sleeping around on the dahlias and on the flowers. Now I do have another little dahlia over here that is not doing very good, and I'm kind of thinking about pulling it up and moving it, or moving it to the front flower bed because it's smaller. Let's see, I have to remember the name of this one. Frank something. I've really not used it a lot in arrangements and stuff, and like I said, it is small and it seems to have something wrong with the tubers. But this is usually what the flowers look like. Lavender with the green in the center. So there is my used to be what I called the Island of Misfit Dahlias, but I don't really think they're misfit anymore. I think they're beautiful. I get a lot of really nice flowers from that area. I hope you have a wonderful day in your garden. We are having here in Oregon, we are having a lot of smoke from the fires up in Canada, so send good thoughts to those people. That must be so scary to have a huge part of their country on fire. We've had that happen here in Oregon, Washington. We have a lot of fires in the summertime. So my heart goes out to them. Anyway, I hope you have a good day in the garden, and I'll talk to you soon.